How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Ron. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Paper Mario. In our last episode, we returned back to Toad Town after saving the third Star Spirit. Upon our arrival, we noticed a bunch of Shy Guys causing a lot of chaos and ruckus throughout Toad Town, which led us to their hideout. Twink also told us that Shy Guy's toy box has the fourth Star Spirit, and we also found out the location of it is actually in this weird looking treasure chest right here, a toy box. It looks like something's inside. So without any further waiting, we can go ahead, once we step on the spring, introduces us to Chapter 4, Trials in the Toy Box. And since the theme has been Shy Guys, there's no surprise that a Shy Guy is probably guarding the Star Spirit. So let's go ahead and begin. And it takes us to this interesting location. There's some toads here. Let's see what's going on. Usually I work here at Blue Station, but since there's no train, I'm pretty much unemployed now. Yo. Welcome to Blue Station. Unfortunately, I can't take you to the other stations. We have the station and the tracks and everything, but the train's missing. Interesting. So it looks like we can't even progress any further unless we get the trains. But there are some paths to take, and this map does kind of give us an idea where we are right now. We're at Blue Station. There's a green, a pink, and an orange station. Assuming based on that, this track is kind of messed up right now, so we can't even head to that switch, which I'm assuming is probably what's leading us to that stop. We'll ignore that for now. Let's go ahead and take some paths and see what we can solve today. Alright, and pretty much to no one's surprise, it should be Shy Guys that are going to be the enemies of this place in this chapter. That's pretty much where we're going to be staying for a lot of the episodes coming up. Alright, let's go ahead and do some battling. These Shy Guys are probably going to have a lot of HP. Oof, I could have blocked that. There we go. Alright, no big deal, let's just go ahead and get rid of them. And I will say now that a bunch of the Shy Guys we'll meet, they will all have varying abilities and pretty much methods of how they will attack you. Pretty much the Reds are the most basic form of Shy Guys. We won't be seeing too many of them right now. And then a bunch of the other colored variants will have their methods of attack, and we'll also see various different kinds of costumed or equipped Shy Guys, if you want to put it that way. Some of them will be on fire, some of them will fly, some of them will throw objects, but we'll go ahead and take a deeper look at that later. Oh, and we see a black Shy Guy. Great out. Let's go ahead and talk to this gentleman. What do you want? Get away from that treasure chest, pal. It's mine, see? Don't mess with me. Oh, okay, let's not fight this guy. Well, let's not fight him yet. Good, you're a smart boy. So that is Shy Guy, but I'll go ahead and battle him in just a moment. I do want to progress a little further into this. Let's see, I got a coin there. And I'm still a decent amount away from a level up too. I do kind of want the Zap Tap badge though. Some difficult decisions. I'll get rid of Quick Change for now, and then I'll equip Zap Tap. If I can find it. There we go. I'll put the Quick Change badge on in a moment, but I'd rather have that first. And if we enter the very first room, we see a bunch of Shy Guys holding a lot of items. And these are a few instances where the enemies will actually run away from you because they're, of course, they're stolen items. Why would they stay around if they're stolen? Let's just try to battle them because they are holding some of the items we saw in the last episode that many of them stole, like this calculator. And I believe all the Shy Guys have a set amount of HPs. It's just the way they attack is going to be a little bit different from others. Oh! Alright, so we saw the yellow one. The yellow one kind of took a small run up and then attacked. The red one will always do like a signature pose and then run up to us to attack. And the way he does it, depending on how he does his final stance, he either jump up or just run into you. So just make sure you pay close attention to the calls. But let's go ahead. You got the calculator. The calculator from Ralph's Bad Shop. Return it to him. No, I don't want to. And we see a yellow Shy Guy with some, what is it, a bag of flour? We're definitely going to want that if I can actually reach him. There we go. Alright, so the bag of flour, while technically is not a key item, it is actually something that we are going to be needing for progression in this chapter. We haven't seen it yet, but I will, of course, elaborate when we get to that part because we... Alright, our defense. I don't even need to dodge. Take no damage from it. And gets damage for it. That's why Zaptap is nice. Pretty much majority of the enemies in the game, bosses included, do direct attacks to attack Mario. So Zaptap is actually one of the most useful badges you can have in the game, just because enemies will take damage regardless. It ignores defense points. And of course it is just one, but that doesn't mean it's not useful. So we got Cake Mix, a mix used to bake tasty cakes, which restores only 1 FP. Ah man, this is where I'm gonna have to get rid of an item. I'll get rid of the Koopa Leaf since I can easily get that back later. And same thing with the Strange Leaf, but I'd rather keep the Koopa Leaf. I'll ignore the Shy Guy with the Fire Flower and the Shy Guy with the Mushroom. And there's already that one with the cake. So we got everything we need for now. So let's just go ahead and start heading back this way. And I guess while we're at it... Oh, I wanted to do it. Unfortunate. Just go ahead and attack these Jester guys. Kind of wanted to do a first strike, but that's okay. We still ended up getting rid of the first one pretty easily. Oh, timed it perfect. Yeah, the Jester guys, you have to just make sure you time it perfect because they do that spin. And also, if you don't successfully block, you do have a chance of getting confused by them. They are honestly one of the most annoying if you don't properly do your action command time it right, because then you just get really confused and then it just wastes a lot of time. So we'll go ahead, and then we go ahead and actually, oh wait, what am I doing? I need to switch partners. I do need Goombario. I would like the quick change badge just because, but I would have to get rid of some badges to do so. No, I'd rather have that. Alright, so you know what? I'm gonna get rid of my FP for now. I don't want to do that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go along with it and go ahead with quick change because I will be needing to switch back. I'd rather have that moment to turn if I can actually find it. Wait, can I seriously not find it? What's going on with me today? Alright. Oh, I still need one more. Let me get rid of Power Smash since I'd rather have Power Jump. Alright, so what we're going to go ahead and do is do a mini boss fight. This is actually optional. You do not have to do this. This chest does not hold any significant key item to progress further in the game. But we'll go ahead and see about a little bit into the battle and see what makes this battle so infamous. What do you want? Get away from the treasure chest, pal. I want to fight. You want to fight? Oh wait, but hold on. Let me actually do one thing first and actually heal up before I actually enter a fight that we have no business of going into. There should be. Is there a heal block over here? Oh, okay, but first. So this is where we're going to be seeing the first instance of the Peach cutscenes where Kamikoop is going to put everything that Peach told us was going to be our weakness. So this is 1 out of the 3. Ooh, I can't wait until Mario gets here. He's gonna get beaten so badly, he'll probably start crying. Then King Bowser and I will laugh and laugh. Come and get it, Mario. Yo, and the clothes just like, what am I doing here? Alright, there's no healing over here. I'd rather have that 4 HP. So I'll be right back. I'll heal up real quick and then I'll meet you guys back at front of the Shy Guy guarding the box. Alright guys, apologize for that short intermission of having to heal before entering a pretty significant battle. Now that we're healed up and have all the badges we need equipped, we can go ahead and fight this mysterious Shy Guy. You want to fight? Are you nuts? You don't want to mess with me? Are you sure you want to fight? Yeah, we take on these challengers. What? Well, alright, I do love a challenge. Here it comes, pal. Don't say I didn't warn you. And enters optional boss battle with Anti-Guy. I think that's his name, right? Yeah, the Anti-Guy. Let's go ahead and inspect this guy. This is an Anti-Guy. His attacks are so intense that he's also called the Deadly Guy. Holy shit. With a max HP of 50, attack power of 10 and no defense. His attack power is 12 when he does his acrobatic attack, so dodge it. This guy is for real, so we better take him seriously. No kidding. Alright, let's go ahead and power jump. Oh, look at that. He was not kidding around. Alright, let me go ahead and actually do a refresh. Refresh? Yeah, I'd rather refresh. Look at that. That's what happens when you don't properly dodge either. Spencer. So this is a serious fight. You want to make sure you are well equipped against Anti-Guy because he hurts very tragically. Like, you do not want to get mistaken for hits. Alright, let me go ahead and take out 5 versus... yeah, I'll go ahead with that and go ahead and use Bomb. Be a bit more powerful. Look at that, even after a successful block. Man, we're already about to take the L. Let me go ahead and use... and what I want to do now is... I think what I'm going to do is another refresh and hopefully just get... save myself from it. Because this is honestly... you can actually win this fight pretty easily if you do it correctly, which I didn't do from the start. I actually didn't think about that choice quite clearly, but that's okay. Yeah, look at that. We already fainted. There's honestly better ways of tackling on the Anti-Guy. I just didn't do it properly. We'll ignore that. We'll ignore that. Alright, so now what I want to do is I'm going to do a power jump. And then what I'm going to do is switch to bow. And then I'm going to go ahead and do an out of sight. Alright, and honestly, I can't do anything right here, so what I'm good... do I want to do the whack-a-bump? Now I'll go ahead and do the super shroom. And then I'm just gonna go do normal hit. Oh. Yeah, that didn't go through very easily. Dang. You know, I'll go ahead with the fried shroom. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do just smack. Alright, at least we're getting down Anti-Guy's HP. Oh. Oof. I'm gonna just do a regular power jump. And now this is the point where I gotta just stay consistent and just hide until I get his HP down enough to where I can knock him out with both Bo and Mario, because, yeah. Honestly, I'm already gonna say it again. I didn't exactly take on this battle properly, so just keep in mind, don't do exact... Oh. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, so... yeah, that's not what we're supposed to do. That's not what we're supposed to do. Okay, so you know what? Anti-Guy is... yeah. Anti-Guy's pretty hard. Needless to say, that was... yeah. Since I did use a lot of my resources, I am going to go ahead and replenish some of my items, and I'll be right back with you guys in just a moment. Alright guys, I'm back. I did have to do a little bit more restocking of my items and have a better strategy to it, so we'll ignore that pretty pathetic first piece and we'll go ahead and do a redo. Alright, so we already know everything about Anti-Guy. Dangerous man, 50 HP with 10 attack. Luckily no defense, so he isn't exactly bulky, but oof, that attack power is something to be considerate of. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and, yeah, just gonna go ahead and continue this way. Alright. Alright. Since he does like to have a little bit of priority, I am gonna go out of sight for this first. Alright. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm gonna have to refresh. I was trying to think what I was supposed to do, but then I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and refresh. Alright. period here. Alright, there we go. And then out of sight. I gotta go out of sight for this. Alright, so I still have some life shrooms. I do want to... I'm going to heal up before I use a life shroom, though. So let me heal up. Because I don't want to just waste a life shroom right off the bat, since he still has at least 30 HP right now. Yeah, I didn't successfully command that, but that's okay. Since I still have the opportunity to attack. And then I'm going to go ahead and out of sight. Since I'm going to be put in this situation, I am going to go ahead and attack and let the life stream give me some health back. Alright, that's okay. This is like the 4th time we've seen myself just die in this Let's Play. That normally should not be the case, but you know, that's what happens when you don't prepare properly. So what I'm going to do now is going to go ahead and refresh my HP and flower points back. And then I'm going to go ahead and just go out of sight with bow, since I do have the opportunity to go ahead and move again. And go ahead, just get out of sight. Alright. Since this is the only opportunity I can to attack. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead. Should I heal? Well, that's honestly the only option I have right now. I'm gonna go ahead and heal. And then I don't think this should be enough to knock it out. I think I still need to do another power jump. Do I have the opportunity? Yeah, I do have the opportunity to attack. Let me go ahead. And that is it. Anti-guide up. 32 star. Let's go. That timing. Alright, and with that, anti-guy's done, and those star points that build up was super immense. And your rewards for all that is the Power Plus badge. It increases Mario's jump and hammer attack powers by 1. Yeah, not a lot, but it actually can make a difference. This is actually one of 2 in the game, and the reason this is optional is because, of course, if you can't or don't want to battle anti-guy, you don't have to get it. But for our purposes, that is immense. Power Plus is a very heavily equipped badge. You do need 6 to be able to use it, though. So you got to keep that in mind if you want that extra power. But it can come in quite handy, don't get me wrong. That is still a good badge to have. Since that's the case, though, we better get out and heal and make our way over to the next room. So let me go ahead and do a couple other things, and then I'll be right back with you guys so we can start heading over to the next room on Blue Station. Be right back. Alright guys, we are back. We are on the other side of Blue Station's entrance, and we're going to go ahead and just start progressing like normal. And pretty much these blocks right here, when you ground pound them, you know, you're supposed to get up. I couldn't do anything, I was stuck in the animation lag. Unfortunate, that's okay though. Could have actually taken it out if I got it, but whatever, that's okay. And then we'll just get rid of these pink shy guys. Unfortunate that I couldn't time that. That's okay. So they have 7, pretty much. 7 HP. There we go. Alright. Man, that battle with anti-guy though. I'm sure you guys have probably battled him as well. But man, oh man, he is tough. Especially when you only meet him like roughly into chapter 4. Not exactly a lot that you can do in terms of like, you know, getting good level ups and all that. But you know, it's still possible. You just have to make sure you're like Better than how I was doing it. Nothing here. Alright, and then we just go ahead and go up these towers. And you're supposed to go to the... Oh, no, I thought I had paracarry. You're supposed to go to the right to progress further, but we're going to go to the left and grab a start piece. We have no start pieces left behind. Well, that I know of. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if I missed one already. And we're going to go ahead and have Bombette out. Oh yeah, we can't go up there. That's not what I wanted to do. If I can actually do that. Make sure you're leveled with the block. And then... Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do that. Alright, let's go ahead and have Parakarry out. And then we'll go ahead and... grab ourselves a Thundercloud. Thunderbolt. I don't know why I said Thundercloud. We have the right partner out. I still can't seem to remember my buttons. Ooh, but we're faced with Clubba. But you know what? First strength Clubba. And now that we can have some deadlier damage, we'll go ahead. And this is also, if it wasn't, you know, pretty obvious already, Clubbas don't exactly attack us directly. They do use their clubs. I mean, that's pretty much the name. So the Zap Tap, unfortunately, won't work on them. I would say, based on what I can think of, there's only about like 25% of the enemies in this game that actually won't have an effect against the Zap Tap. But the rest of them will, and it doesn't really matter in our case. And we got the storeroom key, a key that can open the storeroom in Toad Town shop. Alright, so now that we have that item, it has nothing to do directly inside Shy Guy's Toy Box, but it does open up one of the shops in Toad Town. So if it wasn't already obvious already... Oh, get away from me. There's really no business that we have over here in this room. We'll go ahead and make our way over to Toad Town. And it's not the first shop. Of course, when I say the first shop, I mean the shop that's when you first arrive at Toad Town. There's going to be a shop right next to, you know, Feist-T's library and pretty much our house, the warp pipe to our house. We have to go to the item shop that's over here on the west side of Toad Town. And, okay, I'm already at the west side of Toad Town. Not the docks. Actually, where I'm at, go next door. Another next door. And then when you go inside, all the way at the end is a storage room. You go ahead and open it and... Oh, Mario, please don't open the storeroom without my permission, alright? Oh, hey, you got my storeroom key. Oh, thank you, you saved my business. Tell you what, take anything you like from the storeroom. It's just a little thank you for getting back my storeroom key back. Alright, and there are some key items in here. So there's the Snowman doll, the Volt Shroom, the first instance we see that. Dizzy Swirl, something like that. I don't remember the name, Dizzy Dial. But the one thing we need is the toy train. A very well-designed toy train. How can this be more than a toy? Alright, so now you're wondering, now that we have a toy train, what are we supposed to do with it? Easy. Before I do that, then let me go ahead and buy a Super Shroom. And I just realized the Volt Shroom is right there, but, you know, we're going to ignore those moments of stupidity. Now that we have that, what you're supposed to do is head back over to the toy box, and instead of going inside the toy box like normal, what you're supposed to do is go ahead and put the toy train back in the toy box. Which turns it from a little tiny toy train into the actual train that you're supposed to ride on. So now that we have means of mobility, we can actually progress further into Shy Guy's Toy Box. So now, of course, when you hit these dials, it's supposed to represent which direction you can go in. Since the train tracks are messed up on the left, we can't head over to Orange Station, but we can head over to Pink Station. Yahoo! We're back in business. This train just dropped out of the sky onto the tracks. Public transit's up and running. You can use the switches in front of the station to choose the train's direction. Have you figured out which way you want to go? Please tell me again if you're sure that way you want to board on all aboard. So let's head over to Pink Station since that's really the only place we can go. We're leaving all aboard. Next stop, Pink Station. Now we're arriving at Pink Station. Pink Station. Alright, we've arrived at Pink Station. Station stop, Pink stop. Welcome to Pink Station, passengers. Well, yeah, okay. And as we can see, when we have to head over to Green Station next, we can't exactly because the trains are messed up right there. And chest. Alright, and now that we've done all that, now that we're at Pink Station, we'll go ahead and call it an end for today's episode since we have done a lot. So, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and do hope you enjoyed. So, of course, to recap, we finally entered Shy Guy's Toy Box and started Chapter 4. And we already entered a very serious but optional, keep in mind optional, boss fight against Anti-Guy. He already got rid of us once. That was pretty sad. You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, that was pretty sad. But some minor tweaks to my strategy and we were able to prevail and got the Power Plus badge when it increases our power by 1 for all. Not exactly the greatest in terms of numbers, but it does make a difference, and as we saw, can't pack a punch. And that's what we did, and we arrived and of course got the train back into the toy box. So guys, thank you so much for watching again. This has been your boy Ron. Till next time, we will go ahead and venture further into Pink Station, see if we can open up those tracks to head us ourselves to Green, and see if we can just find the Star Spirit as we progress further into the toy box. I'll see you guys then. Take care.